all, and welcome to FO Friday, Finished Object Friday. I have a very special FO today. It is because I have created this item from nothing, from scratch. I didn't have a pattern. I am going to make my own pattern, and it'll be my first ever pattern that I've published, and I'm really excited about it. But this is the prototype. I made this out of Lion Brand Hometown, and I'm gonna kind of stand up to show you the whole idea here. So it's kind of a shawl and kind of a cowl. So there's some rows of knit, rows of purl, and then there's some kind of open work right here. So there's like got the open work holes, and I can wear it this way. I can kind of wear it with, yes, still have a Christmas shirt on. It is February. But you know, can kind of wear it on the side. Can even wear it kind of backwards, sort of here. To kind of just have the shawl and have a little kind of hood on the back. So I am just really excited about it because this is the first pattern I've made, and the next step is to get it in a pretty readable thing. I've got my pattern here currently is written in pencil on a piece of paper, and that's not going to work if anyone else wants to try to make it. After I do that, the next step is I'm going to send it out to some people to test it for me. There's a group online that I've been a part of for a while that you as a designer can send out a draft of their pattern, and other knitters will take it and make it and test it for accuracy, and just to make sure that what I'm trying to communicate is what other people are going to read it as when they sit down to knit the pattern. And I've been a tester before, but never a designer, so that's pretty exciting. One of the reasons I'm not a super great tester is I almost never knit a pattern exactly how it's written. And obviously the designer wants you to make it exactly as it's written so that they can have feedback. But I almost always do something a little different. It's, as Captain Jack Sparrow would say, it's more like guidelines than actual rules. And so, you know, I can tweak things to kind of make them fit me, or, you know, just make them more like I want. And so pattern testing, it's really hard for me, but I have done it successfully. It is fun. You get to see patterns before anyone else can, because you're the tester. And so anyway, that'll be my next step. And then hopefully I'll get some good feedback, and I'll make some edits and put it out into the world. So, and then finally, a quick little story of how this came to be. Necessity is the mother of invention, right? And so I love to wear shawls. I love to knit shawls, but I do have a problem with, here's a shawl that I made recently. And, so I like to wear them like this and kind of twist it in the back here. Whoop. And so then I have the two little ends that kind of go underneath the shawl. And so, and then it's, you know, kind of similar to the one I was just showing you. It's got a nice little V here. But the problem is, as I'm wearing it, as I'm taking my coat on, taking my coat off, putting my coat on, these little guys will inevitably slip, and then my shawl starts to fall off. And I was sitting here thinking, like, how can I make an item that will not do that? And then it falls off, and then I'm constantly fiddling with it. And I was like, maybe I need to invent some kind of clips or something to make it stay. Maybe there is such a thing that I just don't know about. So maybe you can tell me if you know. But that I couldn't think of a thing. And so I came up with this in my brain, and then this is, I was like, oh, I need to do that. And then my husband's like, you need to write it down and make a pattern. So this is the back, which is kind of neat and nifty. And then the front. So anyway, thank you for coming along on my little adventure here, and be on the lookout. I don't know what I'm going to call it. That's the other thing. I need some advice. What do I call this thing? It's not a shawl. It's not a cowl. So I'm going to have to think of something really clever and funny. Or you can help me out with that. Hope you're having a good day, and happy Friday. Happy weekend. Bye.